Welcome back to the Stovetop. It's been a while since I've done a coffee review. Maybe that's why my friend DM Faas gave me a couple of bags of coffee to review when I ran into him at Thunder on the Prairie. I'll put a link to his channel at the end of this video. So, today I'm going to be trying out from Raven's Brew Coffee their Misty Fjords. It's a medium roast. And he did get me this 12-ounce bag in whole bean coffee, as I prefer to grind my own beans. Thank you very much, Faas. Now, I really don't know much about Raven's Brew Coffee. I read some things on the bag and went online, and they've got a location in Ketchikan, Alaska, and Tumwater, Washington, as well as an online store, and you can buy their coffee in both whole bean and in a couple different grinds, and I like that. I don't like it when a company just sells it in only ground. That's why bother paying for premium coffee? You might as well just go buy Folgers or Maxwell House at that point. So this bag has a picture of a raven on it, flying over the mountains. There's clouds and trees and whatnot in the background, and it says the last legal high. On the bottom, there's a best by date of August 4th, 2026, and it's October 12th, 2025. So there's about a 1 year lifespan on the, or shelf life, I should say, lifespan. 1 year shelf life on this coffee. And I think that's pretty good too, as far as going to purchase some of these coffees from these smaller producers, that you at least know how fresh the coffee is when you get it. So enough about all that. Let me get this bag open and smell the beans. Okay, so on the back, there's some clear tape for the flap. And there is a couple tabs that fold out, so you can fold this over and reclose it. There's a dotted line there for where you're supposed to cut it. Little symbol for scissors, so grab some scissors and cut on the dotted line. There we go. And I kind of like this. I like when the bags have got something to help you reclose it, either an internal reclosable seal or this this little I don't know what you call this, that's attached to the bag. Sometimes the glue on it falls off on some of them, or if it comes with a little clasp or something like that. Once again, you're paying for premium coffee. You should get something better than just stuff you get at the grocery store. And I can smell those beans from here, and they are oily. Look at that. Oh yeah, that smells good. All right, so I wiped out the grinder with a paper towel so that I didn't get any cross-contamination from other coffees. Now there's brewing instructions on the bag. I'm not going to follow those. I've followed the brewing instructions from other coffee companies in the past, and I think it just makes you use more beans. I'm going to put the same amount of beans I put in the grinder most mornings and just brew it on the stronger of the two settings in Mr. Coffee with some reverse osmosis purified drinking water. And I'm not able to show you me grinding up the beans on camera because the grinder's got the world's shortest cord. I guess whoever designed it never thought anybody would be using it in YouTube coffee reviews. But you can see it ground up fairly evenly. It didn't turn to powder or anything like that. So I don't rinse the filters, although I've been advised to, and I've tried it before in the past. It just makes for a mess. So let me get this in Mr. Coffee, and I'll be back with the first cup. All right, so it's all done brewing. I'm going to go ahead and pour the first cup. Sometimes I got to wait because Mr. Coffee will hiss, but this lapel mic should take care of that. So it's kind of a light brown color. Go ahead and smell it. And I'm not getting any distinct smell off of it. And for those who don't know, I have a poor sense of smell. So sometimes I can smell the beans, or I smell the beans only after I grind them, or I could smell the coffee, but I didn't smell anything with the beans. So I kind of have mixed results with that. Also, I kind of talk a little bit to stall to cool off the coffee before I take my first sip. And I do these videos first thing in the morning. I'm groggy. I want to more or less see if the coffee helps wake me up. Sometimes at the end of the video, I forget to say that the coffee did wake me up after so many cups, but that's the whole point of me sounding like this. It's probably too hot, but I'm going to try it anyhow. Okay. All right, I was able to get a little bit of a sip off of that, but that's actually really smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and have a few cups of this and come back and tell you what I think of it. Okay, so I'm still working on the first cup. The coffee's good. It's smooth. It kind of reminds me of another coffee that I tried. I just don't remember which one it was. It does taste a little watered down. Now, I use as many beans to brew this as I would any of the other coffees that I've tried out in the past or that I brew on a regular basis, I guess you could say. So I'm going to make a second pot, and I've got the coffee grinder full this time. By the way, here you can see this cord is just way too short. The plug's over there. So there are instructions on the back, and I mean, you know, 2 tablespoons of ground coffee plus 6 ounces of water, or 3 ounces of ground coffee plus 154 ounce, or plus 54 ounces of water. We use a 1:18 ratio for brewing. Okay, sure. But I mean, I'm not going to get any more in the grinder than this, and it was somewhere between 2/3 and 3/4 full. So in the meantime, I'll have some more of this. All right, so here's the second pot. I about filled that basket with filter with coffee grounds. The coffee is a lot darker. I didn't smell anything while I was brewing it, and I'm not smelling anything right now, but once again, that probably has to do with my poor sense of smell. And the lapel mic may or may not be drowning out Mr. Coffee gurgling. So all I did was just take the first pot and pour it in a really big Yeti mug, and add a little bit more of that while I brewed this. So let's see if it's got a stronger smell when I put it up to my nose. No, not a stronger smell. I'm going to let this cool off a little bit. It still tastes smooth, but I don't know if that was any more bold. I'm not just going for stronger coffee. I kind of want to see if I can bring out any sort of bold taste in it. All right. Hopefully it's cooled off enough. Still kind of hot, but that's better. That's better. It's smooth. I don't know if I'd say it's rich or bold, but I do like it where I use more beans, that's for sure. All right, so let me warm up my second cup. So on the second sip I had from my first cup, I noticed that the taste was stronger, that it was more bold than that first sip. So using more coffee beans definitely got me the desired result. This is a smooth coffee that has a bold flavor. If you use a lot of beans, it's really good. I like it, and it is waking me up. Now, we like our coffee strong. Some people may not like their coffee strong. This isn't a strong coffee per se. Really, it just depends on how many beans you use. Now, on the back of the bag, it does say that it has tasting notes of lemon peel, citrus flower, mild sweetness, light smooth body, and high acidity. I let the coffee cool down until it got lukewarm, and it had a slight bitterness to it, but it's not bitter at all when it's warm. I don't really get high acidity off of it, and all of these other tastes, I mean, I'm not really getting that so much as it's just really smooth coffee. If you like a medium roast and just want a really good cup of coffee, I would recommend this. I'd also recommend checking out DM Faas's channel, and stay tuned. He gave me another bag, so we'll be trying out this dark roast next. Thanks for watching.